Welcome back to the continued adventures of Hillwork fighter Giac of Illivilon. Today's itinerary is to finish Shoals 3, breach Shoals 4, possibly do some looting, and then switch back to Spider 3 rather than doing the Shoals in vault. This floor is already breached. So I just need to decide what I'm going to equip to explore around in. It's either Reflection or the region. Since I'd rather keep the nets, I'll do Blink. Nets are almost as valuable as Blink scrolls, if I recall correctly, so I'm willing to go to significant trouble to collect them because they're OP. But I think I'll keep the rapier out to prevent mesmerization, etc. RC ring, I already have one, so that's not a priority. Water nymph, she's going to probably teleport close to me. Water teleport. Or not. I could steam her, but I only have 16 flame and she's isolated. I should evoke flight. I think Venom will do. And can finish her off with the rapier. She does good damage that ignores AC when she's adjacent. She's not dangerous until then, so if I'm in a situation where it matters, I should counter that by using Blink to play keep away to maintain range. Didn't matter for that fight. Better to stay put. So I'll use this opportunity to switch stairs. That was a bloodbath. I think I'd rather go to this stair. It seems to be the most remote. Check my gear. Looks good. And there's a shop, which I want to visit. Cycle through shops, it's tab. Well, this is useless, except for the MR chain, which might be interesting later at some point, perhaps, if I'm casting. There's a +2 cloak, which is a minor upgrade. I may as well add that to the purchase list as well. It's a pretty weak shot for this stage of the game. So I'll consider buying the cloak after I finish with this floor. It's certainly not urgent. Heal wounds does not matter for Ellie. With so much visual clutter, and also with my screen deeply redshifted, which should not show for the viewers, my ability to spot hostile monsters is compromised, so that's why I try to move via automated movement as much as possible to take advantage of the auto interrupt. There's a siren and an aquamancer. So I need to fly. Failed. I resisted thanks to wielding the rapier. Time to use flame. That'll draw them in closer. This aquamancer has knockback. I'd like to take her, presumably. Can't tell. Up. Oh, this is going to be no problem. Primal wave. I doubt that can be reflected. The bicycle can be. Blinking around isn't very advantageous. There you go. Poison instead in case it blinks. I should put on some RC. Does not hex. Doesn't really matter how I choose to finish it, but if it's low AC, the rapier will work. Its gear is not interesting. I'd like to finish off this pull, so I'll stair dance down again. A couple of water elementals in the siren. Bring them up. Engulfed. Should probably blink to stop the chain engulf. Engulfed. Could use flame, but use the scimitar instead. They are fast in water, so blinking isn't always the ideal solution. I have chunks, so I can just keep on blinking. Okay, this is getting annoying, so I will flame. I think that'll do it. Yep. So I can pick up these stones while I regen. Put on the MR again. And I should have swapped out the RC for MR when I descended. Could have gotten mesmerized or whatever it's called. Sirened. I could take these up, but it's better to have the option to retreat. Alone. Well, now that option's gone. It's mesmerized anyway. I meant to switch to the war axe. Maybe I should have used the rapier to take out the siren, but I think this is fine. Another siren? Yep. Just wait for it to approach. So it does not need line of fire to cast its song. And it can attack over plants unless one is a Fedos worshiper. Another hidden advantage of Fedos in water. Getting to be time to switch stairs, but I do have a spare chunk, so I can afford to switch. Merfolk and water elemental, no big deal. All blank. Fawn and a turtle show up. The fawn is a hexer, so I'll just handle this merfolk. Can't do anything to Giac. Fawn is hanging back. Can take the turtle up. Use a combination of venom and electricity to pierce his AC. And all that remains is the fawn, which can be handled with reflection and a sling. The satyr is another hexer. And he also mites, but the turtle was not mited. Yeah, so maybe only humanoids, something like that. Anyway, we'll just let it approach. Yeah, he's miting the fawns. So, time for reflection. I want to stare dance the turtle. While I'm at it, I can put on region. You go blink away until I can keep region going again. There we go. Oh yeah, he's reaching. So elect time. He was turtle tough. Okay, I'll descend with max MR. See if I can pull a bit more at a time. Fear and sleep. But no AC, so he's hitting it pretty hard. Rest up. We'll go with reflection. Their hexes aren't too bad, but no reason to switch to a ranged weapon since they're getting killed themselves on the reflection shield anyway. What's he got? Freezing. Well, I don't need flight now, so doing some decent damage. Freezing Spear is not tempting. There's a sea snake. It lacks our poise. Finish it with the rapier, I guess. I'll keep that out. Crystal Halberd. Wow. Where's that? Oh. Yeah, the redshift is messing with how well I can see stuff on the screen. So that'll likely make a good follower weapon. More heal wounds. That's a shaft in the water. Not sure how that works. That teleport trap is now my friend. Ah, good. I've been netted. And there's a nice flaming spear that poses no threat. Oops, I'm running around with reflection rather than blink. My mistake. Get out of there. Eat. Fly. Oops, I meant to fly. Okay. Well, he's going to catch up. Unless I can shaft him. Which I might be able to. But I'm just pulling more stuff. Oh, he didn't get shafted. So that was a failure. Well, I've got a sizable pull here, so I'm going to get my amulet going firstly. Check out. Okay, there's an elect. Aquamancer. I think I want to take this onto land. Mesmerized. Well, now I've got a lot of friends coming. I think if I can break line of fire, that'll help. Which flame will do. Excellent. That ice shard was impressive. Another good hit. Water element. So I guess I was definitely moving carelessly. I mean, it's hard for me to see the map very well. But I could have explored more carefully. I'm just going to go up now and seed this stair. It would have been better to explore towards the edge of the map down here instead of going up into the center. Anyway, no harm done. Shoals finally showed its teeth, informed me that I have to respect Shoals 3. Can't just do whatever I want. Which is nice. Don't want it to be too boring. I don't think I'm missing anything up here, but I may as well learn from experience. Okay, another Kraken. The lesson learned with the Kraken was that the only thing that's practical is pacify. Yet another argument for Ellie. It's doing good damage too. I'm going to be starving after this one. There we go. Nope, didn't starve. I've been unlucky with my Kraken pacification rules. Okay. I guess I can destroy these plants to get my stones back. Okay, I should explore out along the edge. I guess this edge is the safest, so I can work my way down. This wasn't anything, yeah. Should put on reflection, perhaps. Put region back on. Back up a little bit, let it trigger. A couple of water elementals. There's part of that big pack that drove me off. Well, that doesn't link up without flight, but I have flight, so I may as well. It's the Vamp Trident. So I'll maximize damage per turn with stacking of poison and then whatever you like. That spike damage. Probably the... Is that possible? Oh yeah, that does connect. Okay. Probably the Morning Star would have been just as good there. But when it doesn't matter, it's fine to play around with stuff one wouldn't rely on normally. Sometimes results can surprise. Avatar. Facing it on the stairs is ideal to stare dance the drowned souls. I guess it also lures. Yeah, it also mesmerizes. So, actually, stairs won't work if mesmerized. Oh, I can use tomahawks and break line of fire with. This thing is too annoying, so I'm just gonna flame it. Done. So 11 flame left. Less than I would prefer, but not a crisis. I do need to keep a reserve of flame for countering, for breaking line of fire when it's important to do so. I'll cut back through the center. It's a little bit complicated to challenge the southwest from there. Here I'm fighting right next to the teleport trap, so it's a free escape. Almost as good as stairs at this point. The merfolk are probably getting an EV bonus being in water. If that's the case, I should lure them onto land. I can check that with Wiz mode next time. Drop the javelins. It's the javelineer with the spirit flaming. Neither of which are a concern. That spear is respectable. I don't think it beats the +3 scimitar flaming though. Spear is just a very low base damage weapon, which makes it very unappealing for, well, for fighting in general and for flat damage, for proportional damage brands such as flaming in particular. Okay. So I defeated that merfolk rush in detail rather than all at once, economically. Oops. Bit of excess movement there, but it's fine. Okay, now I can check the EV thing. So there we go. His EV is 12, parentheses 12, but if I pull him onto land, still 12, so they get no EV bonus for being in water. Good to know. That's asymmetrical. Just use the Morning Star. And that's the map. 17 javelins, or 18. That's truly a lot for one floor. Is that more tomahawks that I have? No, not even close, but javelins are just straight up better than tomahawks, so that's pretty cool. identify crystal halberd. The identify scroll is mildly interesting. I could use that to buy the bloodstained plate armor, and then find out what it is without blind equipping it in order to avoid a potential start in town. So I only have one cancellation. But am I really going to find something better than the crystal plate? Possibly. If it were Arc Boys, it would be better in Spider. I think it's worth a look for a heavy armor specialist. I wonder what Ego's helmets can have. I've deferred that for quite a while. Cold would be good. See invis also. Yeah, so I should have bought that earlier. If I buy it now for $210, I can't get the plate. That's okay. So the only thing I really need to take from this floor is identify, and that's it. I also need to breach Shoals 4. So I'll do that first. Merfolk. Water nymph is likely to teleport. There she goes. Take her up. It's doing good damage. Maybe I should have done some blink away there. Take the snake up. Hello. There's a merfolk I missed. Oh, he can hit me from there. That will do. I guess I'll turn on reflection. Take him up. Okay, that was very easy to breach, but a lot of the monsters are waiting in those vaults to spring ambushes, so that'll be a challenge for a different session. Just pick up the identify scroll and return to base. Do I need to go all the way to base? Yeah, I wanted to do some shopping and work. Drop off the scroll. Where is it? Did I leave it there? Yeah, I left it there. Why? I don't know. I don't know what happened. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll go get the helmet. See invis. That's a little bit helpful in Spider. I don't have to switch away from our core. Should have done that a lot earlier. Do I need the... I could kind of leave that ring behind, but yarn is nice. Maybe even RF if I meet certain uniques. Amulet of Regeneration. I already have one, that's why I left it there. But, no. Oh, I know I didn't get the helmet because it takes away my awesome hat. But yeah, I don't think that's worthwhile. I'd rather wear the awesome hat. And have permanent C invis and a bit more armor. Much more armor. No, it's the same. Because the hat is +3. Yeah, the hat's awesome. Anyway. I forgot that slot had something awesome in it. There's practically no chance that that was a worthwhile purchase, so should have gone with the plate mail instead. Yeah, the best thing it could have been was RC and whoops, I just waited 100 turns accidentally. And even that would not have been worthwhile. So that was a waste of 200 gold. See if there's anything else I should buy. Another MR ring is possible, but not really helpful in Shoals. I probably need flight anyway, so pass on that. Okay, I'll wear Staff of Poison to descend. The rest of this equipment is correct. So I did need to do this vault to get the third downstairs, or to get 2 out of 3 downstairs. I'm not sure it's even a vault, it might just be a weird level design. Triple visitation done. Switch to blowgun. Oh, and I should have regen up. Hello? Take him up. Probably worthwhile to blink. Orb spider. I'd rather deal with him by himself. Can I ascend in time? Probably not from this one though. Could shout or step in a web to pull. Only the spiders can detect web sense, so it's a more discriminatory pull, since not everything here is a spider. Go give the web pull a try. There we go. Just who I wanted to see. Whoops, wrong dagger. Finish with Morning Star. Try the web pull again. Ring that dinner bell. Equip the poison staff while I back up. Reduces the chance of poisoning by 2/3, which is great. It's an amazing resistance to our poison. So with all the AC and the shield, I can just back up. I don't even have to blink. It's a lot of company. Maybe I should have used websense to pull more discriminatingly. Poison staff. Okay, try websense pull. Head up here. Nice, 31 needles. Try websense pull again. And again. Wondering where all the spiders are. There's one. Don't want his crawler buddy. Websense. Nope. There it is. I got a crawler. Yeah. Company. Got a bit poisoned. So I can back off while I heal that. It's a good time to switch stairs. That one's getting pretty... The frontier is getting pretty far from the upstairs, so it's a good time to switch. Is that it? No. Having the poison staff is almost as cheesable as having the swamp drake, which is the ultimate cheese. I think I'll back off. Okay, now there's only one. I think that other stair is actually a better place to explore from. But I'll get to that. In that deep water with flight, it's a safe zone. Naughty, naughty. Trying to catch me without Harlech. I don't really want to waste another flame shot, but I don't want to take a shot without Harlech either. Maybe I'll risk it. There we go. Steam got him on a delay. I'd like to switch stairs at this point. Maybe I'll pick up those. You got me. And another. The massive HP damage possible over time in Spider. Those redbacks doing, oops, I should have switched to Troll Leather on the first. Those redbacks doing 3 times their HD. They succeed in poisoning or whatever it is. I just realized where a major source of ambient noise was coming from. Sorry about that. Had a rotating heater going. That's going to be a much better audio quality now that I've turned that off. Much easier in post-processing. Or rather, much easier to process in post. That's why I'm making all my rookie mistakes on DCSS recording. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, there's a lot of spiders. Marked. Not a big deal, I think, at this point. Didn't matter at all. Should be a bit cautious, though. But it didn't matter. Oh, I forgot to put on the... I don't think tarantellas even do poison. Yeah, they don't have poison. They just do confusion. Which begs the question, what are they doing to you to confuse you if not poisoning you? But, whatever. They're there so that the our poison immune species can't just totally check out. Don't have room for fog. Now, why do I have... Yeah, I've got an open slot. I used to bring back, or that I should have used to bring back the identify scroll. It's being a little overextended. Do a web pull here. It's a nice choke point. It worked. Strategic use of websense against the AI. It's the next level play. I don't want to trigger websense there yet. We get swarmed from two directions. Okay, now it's fine. Whether anything's going to come. Guess the alarm cleared a lot of it out. Or not. Okay. Maybe these are the only two. I like this firing lane. So the tarantella, max poison. Yeah, but a little more doesn't hurt. Oh, they both are, so... Just back off. I guess I can carry the phantom here. It's the only one, yeah. It's a strategic resource that's good against uniques. That's the floor. I could try on this armor. Cursed. What is remove cursed? Well, Spider is significantly easier now that our poise is available, at least as a weapon equip, a tertiary weapon. So I feel okay about breaching Spider 4 now. There's nothing to loot here. I mean, there is, but nothing urgent. Oh, but I can afford the plate, so I can satisfy my curiosity there. Or I can buy wizardry, which would be a more prudent purchase, but probably premature. Confusing touches. Nah. Corona's nice. If I could actually cast it. 9 points in shields. The shield penalty is mostly gone. Whoa, I've been neglecting my training. That's not good. It's got a bit of stealth, but no. Train is tertiary. Alright, so 16 is primary. So 8 is the target. For secondary. Still carrying the protection falchion. Okay, that's good. I just don't feel like doing wizardry yet. There's no need to take the risk of splitting this character's attention. It's very strong with a combination of Ellie and melee prowess, so plenty of rations too, so he can afford a trip to work. In fact, he can take something on the way. Maybe grab the fog. I should. Maybe I'll keep the Phantom here. Carry it. I'll have 2 fog now, and Phantom here is more of a strategic resource that is worth backtracking for if one intends to use it. So, I'll keep fog instead. Anyway, find out what this armor is. Because I've got Identify, for sure. Oh, the Identify's in Shoals. Yeah. You can do Shoals before challenging Spider 4. Since I do sort of lack are poised. Maybe that's a good call. I guess that's what's happening since identifies there, and I want to find out what this armor is. Don't want to blind equip it and get contaminated. So Aquamancer. Get some RC. Activate flight. Apply poison. Nice hit. Maybe I'll just, no, he's not going to let me go. Poison again. I think Morningstar will work. It's a lot of EV. Steam is not going to get the job done. Oh, got that rapier. Whoops. Okay. Rapier it is. Rapier versus rapier. Because I'd already seen him before. It didn't tell me that he had the elect rapier. That's good. Yeah. Rapier of Electrocution. I think that's better than the dagger. Need to drop something to test it. Drop the sling bullets. Okay, let's say versus an elephant. .3, whereas the dagger 11.7. So yeah, that case is favorable to the dagger, I think, since the faster swing speed produces more elect procs, and the rapier's base damage isn't really competitive versus the elephant's AC, but it still wins. So I think drop the dagger and go with the rapier. Do you need to heal up? Star Drain. Even more. Well, not worse than Contam, but pretty bad. But it has regen. That is very nice. And our core. That's actually a mildly difficult decision. Base armor is 10 versus 14, so that's not good. 18 versus 23 encumbrance. Then there's regen, our core, and strength plus 4. It's very nice. It's a really nice plate armor. Not surprising for the price. great armor, but I think I'll delay it until I switch to BO, and then I can focus on the gish role, start casting, starting with animate skeleton, and get the wizardry ring. Should work well. So for now, I'll drop it. Although it is tempting. Looks like this stair is the least involved one, the most isolated one. So I'll just send there next time. Anyway, that's all for this session. Thanks for watching.